Good afternoon, class. I put together this series of videos for you in regards to the case studies that you need to do in your textbook. So up until now, we have been setting up our accounts in QuickBooks Online, and we have been doing the step-by-step inside class from our textbook. So there's now another series that will take us through the end of the semester as well as our final, and it's these Case 3 case studies. The first thing you need to do, and why we had to create the accounts, is you need to sign in to not the test drive anymore, but regular QuickBooks. I signed up with, not signing with Google, sorry, K. O'Connor at mildred-le.edu. Go ahead and hit sign in. It wants my password. They'll also send a text message code to my phone, so make sure you have your phone near you. So once you get your code, go ahead, put it in, and then log in. As I said, many of you made me the accountant on your case, so you'll see that that now shows up for me here at the top. Because this is technically homework and it's testing what you have learned in the class, I'm only going to give you hints, tips, and tricks for getting the case done. I am not going to go step by step. We already did that in class. And what I really want you to know is these questions that you're being asked are also step-by-step throughout the chapter. So basically we do the chapter in class together, you do your homework, and then when you get to the case at night, those questions at the end of the chapter all relate to what is already in the chapter. So don't get upset. The first case, in my opinion, chapter 3 was the hardest, of course. And then chapter 4, 5, 6, those really start to flow, and you get the understanding that, okay, so it wants me to put in an accounts receivable. Okay, let me look back in the chapter where it told me how to create an accounts receivable page. I, again, am going to give you tips and tricks. You'll see my textbook right here. I have written all over it. I have underlined things. I have reference pages. This is your textbook, so I highly suggest you do the same. It will really help you to build your skills. And again, once you do it in chapter 3, it might be like, Ms. O'Connor, that was so hard. But then once you do chapter 4, you're like, oh, all right, I'm starting to get the hang of it. By chapter 5, chapter 6, I really think you're going to be in a good space. You have to do these in order because they do build on each other. But again, if your numbers don't match exactly what's in the textbook, it's okay. Just don't throw your hands up and say, I can't do this anymore. Just keep going, and we'll try and work together to see where things went wrong. It's really important just to get you to feel comfortable in QuickBooks and to start to get the ideas of, I know how to set up an account, I know how to log a bill, I know how to charge an account, those types of things. So chapter 3, case 3 starts on page 53 right at the bottom. It tells you your company sells and services cell phones. So when you're going through this case, you'll see you have to type in an iPhone 7 or a Samsung Galaxy, etc. They're located in La Jolla, California. The company does collect sales tax. I'm going to teach you how to set up sales tax. It says right there in the statement, see Appendix 1 for directions on how to add sales tax to your company. Appendix is at the back of your textbook, so it's like the last 10 pages. In your book, you'll see it says Appendix 2 and then Appendix 1 right here, setting up sales tax. So you're going to have to do that. All right. It also tells you that the beginning business began in 2019, and they want you to use QuickBooks Online starting January 1st, 2020. The beginning balances are provided below. Really, what I want you to take your time. You will have to read very carefully because that's the information that you put in. So the first question here says modify settings as followed, and it tells you your company name, the social security number, and sales. So your hint for this is you need to go to the gear, and under company settings you will see all the company information that you will need to put in, okay? The second thing, moving on to page 54, number D, talks about expenses. you'll need to hit the edit button to toggle these on and off. So if you hit edit, you will see that you can flip these to green to turn on. The next step is payments in E. F is advanced, but actually I found for time tracking, you know how sometimes there's some differences between the book and the actual QuickBooks Online. There is a section for time where you can toggle these pieces on and off. So that is all of question 1. Question 2, it says follow steps in the appendix to add sales tax. Those directions, again, are right at the end of your textbook. In the last 10 pages, it's very easy to turn on your sales tax. Just follow the steps. It's only 4 steps for turning on sales tax. Number 3 tells you to create a new account and related beginning balances. So you need to create A through D. This can all be found under your gear and chart of accounts, okay? So right here, we did this. You can set all those accounts up in number 3 under the gear and charts of accounts. Number 4, you find create 2 new products, name and description, inventory assets, price, cost, income, etc. You do that under the gear again, and this time under products and services, okay? Number 5, create 2 new service items. Again, this is under the gear and then sales, okay? You have to go to the gear. Excuse me, not the gear, it's in your navigation bar, sales, okay? So to create 2 new services, remember you do new and then it tells you what you want. You want inventory or services. Then number 6, add new accounts receivable, prepaid expenses, and account payable. This will be done under your gear and chart of accounts, okay, your accounts receivable, etc. Finally, number 7 says close the opening balance equity. This will be done under this new and then journal entry, okay? You'll do that information for number 7 here. And then finally, number 8 tells you to prepare and print a trial balance. Okay, you all know how to do this. We went through this several times together, reports, and then you search for trial balance. One thing I want you guys to be completely aware of when you are doing this is follow the dates. Because when you go to do this trial balance, they want you to do it from December 31st, 2019 until... see, 1/1/19. Oh, I got that backwards. 1/1/2019 to 12/31/19. So if you don't have these dates in here when you were going through all the steps, when you go to run this report, it's not going to work, okay? So make sure that you have the dates correct as you are going through. You'll see my textbook. I underlined several dates. I highlighted. I made sure that I put those dates in properly. And then this trial balance should match what is on page 55, figure 317. If it doesn't, again, that's okay. I just want you in here. I want you trying. I want you to learn these skills and become more confident in QuickBooks Online. I know this is new for everyone. Just get in here and try. And just know that if you do make any mistakes here, they will carry over from chapter to chapter, so don't get frustrated when you're like, oh, I did this one again wrong. It's okay. Just get in here, learn the concepts, learn how to open different accounts, learn how to manage your settings, learn how to basically look into adding new products into your QuickBooks and your inventory. Just, I can't stress it enough to just try. So again, you will export this to PDF, and then this is what you will turn in through Moodle for me to grade. So this is my tips and tricks for Chapter 3, Case 3, and then I'm going to make another video for Chapter 4, Chapter 5, etc. I hope this helps. Remember, your textbook is the best reference for you. All right, guys, good luck.